any rights to this music. What's up, nation? This is Chucky Nation on RAIDER ReACTION. Woo! What's going on? Happy Memorial Day. Got the Raiders. It's Memorial Day, baby. The weekend, baby. What's going on, nation? Getting it pumped up. Let's go. I don't know any rights to this music. Let's just get that out of the way. Facebook. No rights. Let's pump it up. Let's get it going, guys. Woo! Yeah. Woo! What's going on, Bob? Michael, what's going on? What's up? What's up? Happy Memorial Day weekend to you guys. What is up? Got to get the mood right. Got to get everybody pumped up. This is Raiders world right here, baby. This is the Nation Live on RAIDER ReACTIon, baby, with Chucky Nation. Special guests on Saturdays. Let's do it. What is up, Nation? What's going down in this wonderful day today? Representing all of our men and women of the military. I want to send a shout out to them. God bless the past and the present, and rest in peace to the ones that we've lost, and pray for the ones that are still in the military, and much love to you all. To all family and friends of you. We appreciate you and love you. Thank you for your service always. Today I'm representing the Raider Nation with your service on the flag. We got this going on. So much love to you guys. Shout out from the Raider Nation, Chucky Nation, and RAIDER ReACTIon, baby. What's going on, Tommy? Yes, Bob. Remember all fallen veterans today. This is the weekend to give our thanks for all of them that have fallen, like you said, and represent the ones that haven't and are there still representing that flag. So how's everybody doing on this Raider Nation Day, Saturday? So I want to talk about a few things today. One on the docket, just want to check in about how we did on this last little mini camp we had. A lot of good things are going on with some of the rooks. There's some players that weren't talked about that were shining, and I want to just bring out some shout outs of that. So we have, Mo Hurst. Definitely see him starting on that line. Definitely see him being a starter. I see Arden Key coming in and out with Bruce Irvin, and he's another guy that they show signs of real progress. Jordy Nelson's taking the reins with these wide receivers, these rooks. He's, got him under his wing, showing him what he needs to do. And Shaw has talked great things about Jordy Nelson. Shaw stated that Jordy Nelson has done everything that he has asked him to do. That's good stuff, man. He's a very coachable guy. He's all about it. He's all about knowing how to teach these guys. Shaw's a great wide receiver coach. And Jordy's really doing a great things for our wide receivers that are rooks. Also wanted to say that not only Jordy, but we got – so my thing is I'm not a fan of Penn, right? So I want to talk about Penn for a minute, okay? Because I'm always throwing Penn under the bus. I know that. You guys all know it. I'm always throwing Penn under the bus. But today I want to give a little bit of shout out to Penn because today he represented Carr in stating that Carr is a beast and that he wants to be able to protect him. And he's showing signs that he's doing good in his rehabilitation. So I'm going to throw out that shout. Ralph Bogue, I know you're not, I don't know if you're going to come in or not, but you'll see this video. Ralph's a fan. But I'm not a fan of Penn, and everybody knows that, but I'm giving him a shout out today. I like how he's representing our QB. I like that he wants to make progress and he wants to protect Carr. Now, that's a big thing, okay? There's going to be guys that are going to be taking his place. You know that. What's up, Mandy? Tommy, what's going on? Just got home. All right. Jay, what's going on? Why is he holding? Who's holding, Jay? Where do we go to see the items you have to sale, such as the hat and T-shirt you've been wearing? Okay, man. Bob, DM me, and I will give you my PayPal email, and I will tell you all about it. Just DM me, and I'll give you all the information, all right, man? No worries, bro. Much love. Nelson is a leader, leads by example on the wide receivers. Yeah. Nelson is the leader of the wide receivers. But just hearing things like what Shaw states about he takes everything that he tells him and he does it, just shows you of a great leader, of a great guy in general, guys. Coachable. He learns, he teaches. He's going to be teaching these rooks. These rookies are going to be really good by the time he gets out of there. I know, man. I know, Tommy. You told me about Penn. Look, I'm giving him shout-outs today, and I definitely want to say that I am giving him shout-outs today. All right? Much love. I'm gonna say that now. I love my Colton Miller. I see Colton Miller being a starter. I do see that happening. I see Arden Key being in and out with Bruce Irvin. I see P.J. Hall's going to take some time. Not too sure what's going to happen with P.J. Hall at this moment, but at least he's coachable and he's doing good. Another guy that is doing really well, and he hasn't been on the list, guys, is Whelan. No one's talked about Whelan, and I'm hearing good things about Whelan. I'm hearing that he's really doing well. He wants to make the squad, and we'll see what happens with Whelan. So that's one guy that hasn't been talked about at all, and he's like a Switzer. So Switzer is definitely doing really well. Mac, look, Jay, Mac is going to sign. Don't worry about Mac. You got to remember, guys, Carr took a long time before he signed that contract, but he signed. It's just he's gonna play. You know, we had him. We had Tank Carradine playing Mac's position while in OTAs. And I think everybody got kind of nervous when they saw him doing that. But look, I really like the situation. It's going to be fine, guys. He will be ready. Mac will be ready on day one to play a first game of the season, guys. Just think of that. The guy's a beast. He trains all year long. And he needs to get paid. And we all know that, you know. He's looking for his payday. Just like Carr got his payday, and Mac deserves to get his, and we all know that. So just don't fret, Jay. He'll be good. Hey, dude, you still owe me $5. What I owe you $5 for, Mick? What's your opinion on Hackenberg? Now, my opinion on Hackenberg is he's a quarterback that Gruden really likes. He was in his quarterback camp on Gruden's grinds, and he really liked him. He hasn't had a chance to really break out. He says this kid is something special. We will see what happens if he wins that spot. Look, Chucky and quarterbacks go hand in hand, guys. So what's going to happen is, look, we got competition out there, right? We got 4 quarterbacks out there right now. There's only 3 going to make the roster. He talked about it with the season ticket holders. He's taking 3 quarterbacks. So we are taking 3 quarterbacks. We will see what happens. What's up, Fernando? Thank you for joining. Jay wants his money. Yeah, I know, man. I don't even know what money he's talking about. Yeah, I know. Well, look, he wants his money, man. Oh, you're telling about Jay. Oh, yeah. He wants his money, and that's it, man. And he deserves it. Look, if there was a guy that was just coming out there saying, hey, I want my money, you know, what's going down, and he didn't do nothing for us, it would be different. Look, it's Mac, man. This guy's a leader. He's a sack attack force. He's a force to be reckoned with. No, you know, he's going to be a beast even more this year with all the help he's going to get. It's going to be amazing. Hey, thanks for that, man. I appreciate the laugh. I get pretty serious, when I'm talking. I'm sorry, guys. When I'm talking, look, I'm talking about the Raiders. It gets me pumped. That's why I love being on the show, and I love talking Raiders. So that's what's up, man. But look, I see a lot of competition. stars that stuck out and you know, shined are Mo Hurst, also of course Colton Miller. Derek Carr is taking the wheel. He's going to be – Chucky wants Derek to be just like how Manning ran the show. He wants Derek to be able to come in, take charge, call the plays, and get in there and make it happen. You know, he wants him to take charge and lead the reins. And I think Derek's going to be great at that. I think he did a few of those last year. I think he brought those up his own damn self. I think Downing didn't have half the plays that he called. I'm serious. I mean, we knew Downing's plays. Run, 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 out. Run, 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 out. That's all he knew to play. Or these little short passes. But you know what? It's going to be a different dynamic this year, guys. Our offensive dynamic is going to be amazing. We got some dynamite targets. We got a force to be reckoned with our receivers, our tight ends, our running backs. And another thing I want to give a shout out to is Doug Martin. He's showing a lot to Chucky, that he's like a force to be reckoned with. Chucky saying that he actually had all these yards before, and you know, he did a lot, 1,500 yards, 2 seasons, and he believes this kid's going to come out and do something at 29 years old. He has something to prove. So Chucky really likes Doug Martin. He loves Chris Warren III also. Chris Warren III is on his radar. And I really like Chris Warren III. Go check out Chris Warren III, guys. He's an amazing kid. He's a beast. What's up, Michael? Mac and Donald's agents are waiting for the other to sign. That's one of the holdups. Yeah, the only guy that's left to sign is Arden Key. And that's it. What's up, Fernando? Hi, bro. Say hello to my niece, Bruna. Ah, hello. Obrigado. Bruna. What's up, Popeye? Popeye in the house. Yeah, so, I got to give these 2 shout-outs that I've been kind of grumbling about with Penn and grumbling about with Martin. My thing is that I wasn't a fan of Martin coming in. Why when we have Lynch and we have Richard, and then they busted out, we have Chris Warren. One guy I don't see making the cut is Washington, guys. I see that we're going to keep Richard. I believe Richard's still a great weapon. He's a scat back. He's good at what he does. I know he didn't have the greatest season last year, but hey, we can call out a couple guys that didn't have a great season, but you're going to turn it around with what we have going on now with our offense, defense, all these coordinators, coaches. Everybody's going to really be on and cracking this year. The fake Raider troll is in the house, baby. How's everyone's weekend so far? What up? What's up, Paisana? It's great, man. How's everybody's weekend? Awesome. We're having a good weekend. Cheers to all of my peeps. Cheers. Raider style, baby. Oops, you can't see it. Hold on, guys. Raider style, baby. That's how I say it. What's up, yo? We're going to bring back the nasty. Tony Cisco in the house. Well, as you guys know, I've been sick for a little while, so now I'm feeling better. So feels good to feel a little bit better, get back in the zone, and let's do it. Let's go Raiders! So it's impressive to hear the good things that are going on with our team, and bring back the nasty. You know it, and we have a lot to prove this year. And I believe that we want to prove it. We want to prove to the NFL that we got what it takes to be the best. It's funny because I was watching the Raiders and the Washington Redskins Super Bowl. I think I posted it for you guys, but I watched the whole thing again. And it's just the reason why I like to watch the old school games like the Super Bowl back in the day is because that's how we need to get back to, guys. I'm not saying it's going to be exactly the same because of the rules that they've changed in this league, which sucks, right? But to get back to being a defense that attacks You know, I mean, watching the game, you know, we were just killing Theismann. The guy was going down all day long. I mean, we were in the backfield constantly. I mean, we were just like Mike Haynes and Lester Hayes were just attacking the wide receivers. I think Art Monk didn't have shit. I didn't think I mean, it's just great to see that shit, man. Just watching it is awesome. And seriously, I love that if we can bring back the old school defense to the point of where we're just like, I think that can happen this year, actually. I really think that we're going to have this attack mode going on with blitzes, with blitz packages, with going balls out at the quarterback. I mean, just sending people, man. I believe it's going to happen. I don't come out till I'm called for. Oh, we need number 4 this season. Whoop whoop, nation, you know it. Number 4 is in the house. He's gonna. You know what? Look. I have no doubt in my mind that Carr's gonna come out firing, and he's showing some crazy stuff going on right now. He's really impressive. Just in this OTAs that we did. Come June 12th, that's it now. Mandatory camp starts. Mini camp starts. It's mandatory mini camp. And that's June 12th. So it's a couple weeks from now. You know, if Mac's not there, guys, don't get scared. You know, he's going to sign. It's just, this is how the process rolls. Today's game is not the same. Zebras flag, happy on us. Yeah. You know, it's not even that so much, Tony, as the play calls. Like, watching that game, Washington and the Raiders Super Bowl, was like, I saw so many, like, flags they would have thrown today that they didn't throw back then. And that's how the game should be played, how it was back then. Now they throw flags for anything. You barely touch the toe of a quarterback and they're throwing a damn flag. You know, back then, man, you just killing these guys, running down the field, nailing them. I mean, there were some hits I was just like, that's how it should be. It's football. Come on. You know, and they're trying to change the game of football and making it into this weak sport now. I mean, pretty soon we'll be slapping on flags, man. It isn't the same, man. It's not the same. Old school defense, exactly. I hate to be a DB, not days can't play defensive. Huh? You hate to be a DB nowadays. Oh, can't play defense anymore. Well, look, Chucky's old school. And that's the best. See, that's the best thing about it, Tommy, is that Chucky's old school, and he's going to play just like it was back in the day. He's not letting up on none of that stuff. You know, yeah, they're going to probably call some flags for some bullshit call that we're going to do. But I doubt that he's going to take his foot off the pedal for defense. Football's football. It's a contact sport. Let's be honest. It is a contact sport. And what pisses me off about these rules are these owners are they come together and they make these votes. And I don't understand how they're changing it up when these old school owners, you know, one of them's the Dallas Cowgirl owner. He's an old owner. And you're over here wanting to change the damn game. Like, come on, man. This is football. Boxing don't change their game. Boxing don't put on those headgear and come out and fight. Boxing, you're wearing your head. That's it. That's what you're doing. You're defending your head and your face. I mean, come on. And body, of course. I mean, why do we got to change up the game of football? There's no reason to do that. Leave it the way it is, and that's it. Bottom line. I will never forget that Pac-Man did to Coop, and now some in the nation want him in the silver and black. Hell no, sorry. I don't want Pac-Man Jones in the nation in the silver and black. Nope. He's another troublemaker. He's one of the Chucky would never pick that guy up, man. He is such trouble. It's not even funny. I don't know who's worse, actually. I like to see the stat keep Richard and I like to see the stat keep Richard and Washington. I think they will excel in Gruden's offense. Doug Martin, I think, is on his last leg, and look at his age compared to Washington and Richard. Bob, I know, but Doug Martin is a running back, more of a running back. You got these two guys. Richard is a scat back, and Washington also. I don't believe Washington is going to be making the team, Bob, to be honest with you. And look, Doug Martin, yeah, he's not going to be playing for long. But look, who's to say we don't go out next year and we get we're going to probably get a draft pick, a running back of a draft pick, and a draft pick. Now I'm hearing some things about we're going out there and we're trying to go get Le'Veon Bell next year. I mean, that's just out there, guys. We're going to come pick up Le'Veon Bell. Lynch is going to be gone, and then we're going to go for Le'Veon Bell. I don't know. That would happen. I don't know how Pittsburgh would let him go. But hey, weird things have happened in the NFL, as we know. Next year is going to be a lot different draft. I'll tell you that much. A lot different draft. These guys that are on the team right now, I mean, you know, Lynch is old. Doug Martin's going to be 30. So yeah, I mean, and he's been gone for 2 years. So I mean, guys excelling though, as they stated in the OTAs. Now OTAs I know isn't saying much until we get to the real deal with camp, mini camp, and start seeing these guys progress more and more. They had Cook in front of Huckleberry, I call him. Christian Huckleberry had him ahead of him. Cook was ahead of him. So Cook is progressing, which is a good sign. Me personally, I don't see E.J. Manuel making the team. I see it being Cook and Hackenberg and Carr. These three are going to be our quarterbacks. That's who I see making the three-man quarterback scene. That's what I see. With that money, what money Mac will cost and Coop needs to be paid. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying anything about Le'Veon Bell, bro. I just keep hearing that out there, that Le'Veon Bell's a topic. And shoot, there's going to be some good running backs coming out of the draft next year. I mean, they're not going anywhere. Look at Holyfield's son's out there. And if anybody gets a chance to look at Holyfield's son, the guy's a beast. He plays for Georgia. He's a running back. He's freaking his arms are about out to here. He's got guns forever. So, I mean, there's going to be some running backs. Next year is going to be a different draft, man. We're going to be drafting in a different way because now we got Colton Miller, we got P.J. Hall, we got Brandon Parker. We went out and got some linemen. And, you know, Arden Key's going to take Bruce Irvin's spot. So they're grooming Arden Key. And hopefully, hope to God, this kid stays on the right path because he can shine like no other. He's either going to shine real well or he's going to go as a bust. And we're praying and hoping that he stays on the right track and gets groomed to be taking over Bruce Irvin's spot when he retires, and that would be Arden Keys. I think the guy's a greatness, and he can be really great, really great. What's up, Junior? What's going down? Much love to my nation that joined on this Saturday afternoon on Memorial Weekend. I saw some dubs out there. 4 dubs out there. Paisan, you sent me. Where are the 4 dubs at today? Are they out somewhere? Are they in Bakersfield? I think the Bakersfield thing's going on with Chucky today. If I'm not mistaken. I think that's where they're all at. Bakersfield is Raider Nation potty. What about the fullback, Chucky Raider from Facebook? You're a dork. You're a dork. What's up, Junior? Tony always got to break the eggs, man. You know, what's up? What's up? What about me, man? What about me? That's right. The fullback coming through. Just speaking of that, speaking of the fullback, Smith is going to be no joke, guys. Smith is looking smart. He's sweet. He's sweet. We got a lot of weapons, guys. We have Chris Warren, that's ridiculous. Go look at his film. He's ridiculous. Chris Warren III is going to be good. And Chucky really likes him. So that's a good sign. Chucky really likes him. Look, Doug Martin's going to has to fight for this position, guys, because there's Chris Warren, There's also Poggi, I believe his name is Poggi. There's another guy out there, another running back we picked up. It's slash tight end or tight end, fullback, running back. There's slashes on these guys. Look at some of these guys play different positions, and that's what Chucky likes. So he's picking up these guys to see what positions they're really good at, which is cool. You are my brother. Love you, brother. I love you too, man. Much love to you, bro. Can't wait for you to come out to Cali. And then I got to go hit up East Coast, I know. But you got to come out to Cali, man. Summertime is up here. This is where the action's at, bro. Got to get out of that job of yours. But, you know, it was hard for me to just say that about Penn because I really been against that guy because I felt that he really let us down in a lot of ways. I felt like he let us down last year. With Carr, he let us down the year before, and it's just like, you know what, you know, I got to give the guy a shot since he's throwing out all this stuff. He's saying he's going to come back. He wants to protect Carr. He's showing what he showed was being a professional guy by taking PJ Hall to the side, or was it Brandon Parker, and he talked to the rooks about, you know, helping them out. Now that to me is a vet and a great person to do that, to take on that position of talking to the rookies about how to play. Now that's the kind of leadership you need to bring on the team. And I'm glad I was able to see that with Penn showing leadership. That just makes me feel better that he's showing leadership and he's taking this more of a serious situation. And you know, that's all I'm talking about right there. And you know, I really hope that it follows through with him and he does keep this leadership going and showing our rookies, and it works for us the way it used to work, the way he would protect Carr and there's no problems, and it was good. Now look, I'm not giving up on Colt Miller not one iota though. I think Colt Miller can be a starter. We didn't go out and get our first round pick and just going to keep him on the bench. I don't believe that's going to happen. We definitely are going to start some of these rookies, guys. Mo Hurst is going to be one of those guys going to be starting. I could tell you that much. We got undrafteds here that we don't know what's going to happen with these undrafteds. We got a Kabinda guy, linebacker named Kabinda, Jason Kabinda. Don't know what's going to happen with him, right? We got another undrafted guy. Wide receiver, and Blackwell. So I mean, there's some guys out there that can shine for us, and just a matter of seeing what happens, what goes down with them, how they turn out to be on the field, and Chucky's gonna know that, and we're gonna know. You know, there's talk about another linebacker that's out there right now. He was just cut by the Eagles, I believe. Another guy was cut by the Eagles. The Eagles are just getting rid of their linebackers for some reason. I don't know. It's crazy. Urban doing the same thing. Yeah. They're all helping out these rooks. I agree. Miller should be a starter. 15th overall pick should not be sitting on the bench. Yeah, exactly, Bob. You know, we didn't just do that for to sit him on the bench. You know, he's going to come out there, and Chucky's really happy with his progress. He's way ahead of progress, as he stated. He's way ahead of progress. Even Parker's way ahead of progress. They're way ahead of the progress that these guys should already be at. Now, you know, Chucky's just not going here. He's not starting A, B, C. He's going A to C to F to H. I mean, he's just wanting to get some progress done quickly. He wants us to be ready game one to just take over and make a big change on the field right away. Look, we got to come out to this Lambs game, and we got to just come out there and just beat the shit out of these Lambs. We got to show the NFL that we came to play, and we are not here to mess around. We're here to do work and we're here to win and to win championships. And Chucky is going to make that happen, guys. I have all my confidence in Chucky that we can do something this year. He brought in a great staff of coaches. You know, we got the best top of the line coaches, top of the line strength and conditioning coaches, and it all starts there. I mean, we had a guy from the Olympics, trainer from the Olympics is our strength and conditioning coach. He's the head of that. So, and, you know, Bisaccia is number one in special teams. We all know this. Gunther, number one in defense coaching. Olsen, great for offensive. And Shaw, we're wide receivers. Come on, man. From Green Bay. You know, so I mean, you gotta know it's gonna be a great year. There's no way that I see us doing anything less than winning more than 11 games this year. We have to win more than 11 games this year. There's just no way I see it differently. I see us taking the AFC like by storm. I'm not worried about any damn team in the AFC, not one. Only ones I'm worried about are maybe the Ravens, the Jaguars, and the Lambs. That's it. Bob says, I'm hoping the Raiders' record will be 10-6 if everything goes right with the coaching staff and players buying into the system. But I had the Raiders losing to the Lambs. Oh, come on, man. That's the game we got to win, Bob. You know, that's a big game. And that's what starts the whole ball rolling. You know, we got to start strong and we got to end strong. And that's where it starts, is winning that game on Monday night in Oaktown. We have to take that game. And I'll tell you right now, Chucky does not want to lose to his little protege, McVay. He taught McVay everything. He will not lose to McVay. There's no way that's going to go down. So I see us being 13-3. That's my prediction. Penn starting on one side, Miller starts on the other side. Yeah, I mean, I believe that could happen, Tommy. At this point, I'm looking at it as, hey, if Penn's that confident in himself, and he's coming out here and he's helping the rooks, and he's giving props to our quarterback and saying, look, he's a beast, which we all know he is, but just giving props to our quarterback and wanting to protect him. I could see that starting. Penn on one side, on the left, and Miller on the right. I can definitely see that happening, for sure. No doubt about that in my mind. So, you know, it all comes down to teamwork. It all comes down to each player being a team player. And the good thing that I see watching all of this happening and unfolding is Chucky's always at the end of the practices, always telling these guys, look, after you finish here, grab a guy's hand, shake his hand. Like they keep them together, and they want everybody to be as one team, you know? Look, at football, you got to be a team. You cannot be not a team in football. If you want to win, you have to all love each other, guys. You got to be all together as one, making it happen to get to that championship game. That's how you play. That's how you win championships. And Chucky's making that happen, man. You know who he had come in? He had what's his name? Peyton. NBA Hall of Famer, Peyton, come in. Played for Boston. Well, they were the Seattle Sonics at one point. Peyton. He came in and spoke to the rookies in the room. He had him come in and speak to the rookies about when he started as an NBA player, how he thought, because he was drafted second overall pick in the second round, that he was the almighty, that he was the shit. And he talked to the rookies as to tell them, look, you guys have to listen to what I'm saying about being, when you're a rookie, you need to take in everything that comes at you. You need to soak it in like a sponge. Like he talked to these rookies, and that was Chucky bringing him in to talk to them, because he's been through some shit when he first became a player in the NBA. And he was a great player, guys. He played against Jordy. So he came in and spoke, and I thought that was an awesome thing that he did. I mean, Chucky's trying to do everything for these rookies. He's doing everything he can to get these guys going, to get them on the right page, to have them learn, to understand, to observe, and to take it all in and use it and take it out there on the field and make great things happen. And so I really love the way Chucky's handling this year. And I already knew this was going to come down to this. I really did. Raiders just win, baby. Hi, Mickey. How are you? What's going on? Miss Leslie, how are you? Thanks for joining. GP the Glove. Yeah, you know, Peyton was a good player in the NBA, but for him to come out and talk to our rookies, and, you know, he's in the NBA, but he knew what shit went down when he first started playing, period, in the professional league. You know, and he's telling those rooks, and they're all listening. He goes, no, I got to say this thing. He told them. He said, one thing, you know, I've talked at seminars to other kids, and they would be looking at other people or not paying attention to me. But you guys are all looking at me and listening to what I have to say. And right there, that shows me you guys are going to be great players. And that to me it stood out to be like, look, these guys, all these rookies that we picked up are really wanting to be there and wanting to win. And they want to win. They want to do good. I'm telling you, Chucky knows what he's doing. Damn it, hot as hell outside, 97-degree weather in Pennsylvania. Wow, that's hot. Pensy is hot today. So I feel like we have this team building right now, this team building that's going on, and with these players that we've picked up, even the rooks and the vets together, they're actually coming together as if they're all vets. And Chucky talking about the mentality of these rookies. That's some of them are just like, you know, acting like vets. Like they have that mentality, that mystique. The Colt Miller he's already coming out there and just like taking everything in and just like way above where he should be. And Chucky knew how to pick that guy. That was our first pick, guys. He's going to be out in that field making some havoc. I see him becoming a Pro Bowler in a while. Give him a year, he'll be a Pro Bowler. But one guy that I definitely know is going to be standing out and has a chip on his shoulder is Mo Hurst. Big Mo is going to come out there, guys, and shine like no other. I think this guy is going to be amazing. I think he's going to do good things for us as a starter. He wants to start. He's already talked about it. He wants to come out there and make it happen. So that's one dude that wants to make it happen, and I could see it going down. You know, I want to talk about Jelly for a minute. Mel Jelly. You know, on the line, he's been up and down. But I think now that the different coaching staff, even Hudson, even Edwards, all the guys that really weren't kicking it in last year, there's going to be a different breed out there this year. With the same players that we had, there's going to be different things happening. And Gunther is going to get that going, man. I really see a change in our defense. I definitely do. Rashad Melvin is a beast. He's gonna just be crazy on the field. He's going to have a great year. I definitely think he's going to have a great year. And Conley. Now, Conley, out of all the players that have been talked about in this camp, is Conley. Conley's standing out like no other. Chucky says, and this kid's special, you know. He was a couple years ago, he was a draft pick. You know, he hasn't done anything yet because he got hurt. But he's shining now. He's shining now, and he's showing Chucky that he wants to play. And that's the good thing about how much competition we have out there, is that these guys, they're in for a lot of competition. And that's a good thing that Chucky did, because these are making these guys work for the position. They can't just come out there and say, this is my position, that's it. So I'm excited for these guys to see them finally play Conley. Now, one guy that I don't know. He's not on a good side with Chucky right now is Obi. Obi is in the doghouse, as I want to say. Obi needs to really prove himself, because right now Chucky is not happy at all whatsoever. I mean, he's already talking about, hey, this guy isn't even close to being where he needs to be, not even close. And when he said that and his face turned red, man, he's not happy with him. So I don't know if Obi's going to make it. I see a different breed of going on there. I think free safety and strong safety are probably going to be, I'm thinking Carl Joseph and Reggie Nelson. And then we have our reserve players, of course, Gilchrist. My dog is snoring up a storm right now. Snoring. So let's get realistic. Can expect a whole new coaching staff and a big change of the roster to be one of the elite teams. You'll be in for a big let. Can expect a whole new coaching staff and a big. Yeah, Bob, but I do expect it. I expect it because Chucky expects it. Chucky does not expect. He didn't expect to come in here and just get a team ready to go and just be mediocre first year he's out there. That's not how he works. I've watched Chucky since, from he back in the day, and that's definitely not who he was back then. And this is definitely not who he's going to be. He's the same person. He's the same guy when he came in the first time he came in, he shined, and this is how he's going to be when he comes in this time. He isn't playing with what we picked up as far as coaching staff and our players. We're going on a run, and I think that we're going to have a great season. And I'm not the only one that thinks that. A lot of the nation does, so we will see. Yeah, Obi's probably going to get cut, Tommy, if he doesn't improve. There's too much competition right now in the safety position. Too much. And if he's not getting his head right, he will be cut. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I didn't get to finish the rest of my comment. Don't expect too much with this new coaching staff. You might be in for a big letdown. 10-win season would be an accomplishment. I got you. You know what? 10 wins would be great, Bob. Seriously, it's especially with everything that's happening. Yes, coaching staff change and everything. You figure it'd be like, oh, we wouldn't be as good. But I want to point out a point to you. For example, the Las Vegas Knights. This is their first year as a team together. And they're in the Stanley Cup. So you cannot say a coach and a team cannot go to the show in the first year together. I especially with having Chucky. Now, if it was some other coach, I'd be on the same page with you as far as don't expect a lot from a coach that I don't know. But since I know Chucky and I know what he has to bring to the table, and what he did for us in 98 and all those times he was with us, all winning seasons. And we all know about the Tuck rule. We all know we would have been in the Super Bowl. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. We should have gone to the Super Bowl, guys. And that was Chucky's team. So I see a lot going on. I see us being, someone says 14-2 or 12-4. I see us being 13-3. So I'm right in between you. I mean, Tommy says 9-7 or 10-6. Okay. Look, the AFC West is not going to be where you need to win a lot of games, unfortunately. But I don't care about that. I care about us just taking it to the head and just beating the shit out of these teams and let's move on. I want to go into games, not just winning a game by 1 point, down to the wire. I want to go out. I want to start us. I hope we start with the Rams especially. And we come in Monday night, Chucky's back, and just get in there and attack it, and just blow out the Lambs. And you know what that would do, guys? That would prove to the whole organizations out there, all the NFL teams, that we are a force to be reckoned with, and we're not playing. We're here to win, win, and win. And Chucky is back. He's back. And that's what I want to show on that first game of the season, that we take it and we blow away the Rams. We just give it to them inside and out, man. I'm going to see some sacks by Mac, by Irvin, even Mo Hurst in there, some fumbles, some interceptions. I'm telling you, man, I'm looking for that game you get it. craziness. What I'm saying is I'm hoping for the best, but if you look back on last year, well, I can't look back on last year, man. I can't because it's not Chucky. It's so hard to compare the years before without Chucky because he's a different kind of coach, and we all know that. He's a different kind of coach and different kind of breed. He eats, sleeps, breathes football. None of these coaches know as many plays as Chucky does. None of them. You can say knows as many plays as Chucky in the NFL. No way. Not at all. I mean, yeah, 12, 14, 15, win season, let's keep it real. I'll be happy with 10 wins. Okay, I get you. Much love to you, bro. I understand that. 10 wins would be great, too. That would be a boost of our confidence of our season. It sure would. Look, if we come out there and we destroy the Lambs, that would start it up here. That starts it right up here, man. And we need to stay right up here for the whole time. You know what I'm saying? We cannot let up at all off that pedal. Because any day, any given Sunday, as we've seen that movie, any given Sunday, something can go down. And by any team. You know what I'm saying? And we all know what happens when we play the Chargers. We could be like 5-0 and come in and they're like 0-5 and they beat us. For some reason, the Chumpsters always had that on us. And that's the only team that I see that we need to take them down and take them down hard. Twice. Just win. Just win, baby. Just win. I mean, seriously, I really see us doing something great, Bob. And I know it's hard for people to be convinced about Chucky. I really understand you guys that aren't all the way convinced, and I have a few of you guys that are out there, and I've talked to people on every day on my page. But I'm truly can tell you I'm convinced that our team is a totally different team than has been since Chucky was there last in 1998, to be honest with you. Our team has not been the team that we've wanted it to be for a long time, guys. And even we can go back to the Shanahan day or the Callahan days. We can go back to that. I still don't I mean, the only reason why we were successful was that's really Gruden's team. He just went to the other side of the world, but that was still Gruden's team, guys. So, I mean, I'm telling you, we got this. We got this. Chucky's got it. And I'm saying if there was anybody else that was leading us, it'd be a different story. But all of the statistics, and I'm all about these coaches. These coaches are great coaches. These are all vet coaches. We didn't just bring on somebody that hasn't been in the league long anymore, that doesn't know how to coach, that has never been a quarterback coach, has never been a head coach, has never been this. These people all have experience, and they're bringing all that experience to our guys, and we're getting it. We're already seeing it, and this was just OTAs. We're not even in training camp yet, guys. Training camp doesn't even start yet. We're going to mini camp June 12th. And, I mean, we'll see more. We're going to see more surprises. The whole thing might just change out. It might be the next time we see it, it's going to be Huckleberry. Christian Huckleberry is going to be the second string quarterback, and Cook's the third. Or you see Chris Warren the third as a second running back and not Doug Martin. Or you see, you know, I mean, there's things that are going to happen throughout this. It's evolving to find out who is going to be a part of that nucleus. Who's going to be a part of our nucleus? It's just all about studying these guys, working, practicing, and seeing how they play. And that's how it is. Yeah, that's a great movie. Any Given Sunday was one of my favorite movies. I love Al Pacino is one of my favorite actors of all time. We all know that. But when you hear when he says that in the locker room, that's a great speech. But I mean, look at Chucky's coming out there and he's telling these guys how it is and what it's going to be like. And all these guys have respect for Chucky. That's the most important thing. You got to have respect for these guys. I was here on the first go around with Chuck back then. Correct me if I'm wrong. His first season was 8-8. Don't get disappointed if he gets their need to give this coaching staff a real chance. Once you're 1 year, realistically, is it going to show the overall picture? Yeah, he was 8-8, Bob. The next year we were, I believe, 11-5. I think we went to the playoffs 3 times with him, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta check my stats again. But I don't think that's gonna happen this year. We don't have time. He wants to win a Super Bowl for the Oakland fans, and we don't know if we're gonna be in Oakland next year. 2019 we're not even sure where we're gonna be at. We might be in Vegas at some little stadium for a year. We don't know. We might come to San Diego for 1 year. Who knows? We don't know what's going to happen because that contract is up. If we're going to stay in Oakland for 2019, it's still up in the air. So Chucky, this is the year he really wants to go out there and win a Super Bowl. I'm telling you guys. You know, I know it's not. You're not thinking. You think it's just. It's what you're seeing is like reasonably, usually how it normally works out when you have a first-year coach, but he's not a first-year coach. Got to remember that, first of all. And all these coaches that are coaching are not first-year coaches. They're just coaching a different group of guys. And let me tell you something. Gunther has Reggie Nelson. He's coached before. A lot of these guys have been coached by Gunther, and Doug Martin was Chucky's. There's guys on here that know their shit. Jordy Nelson, come on, guys. I mean, look, there's players that are very experienced players out there. Tank Carradine is still that's another guy. I mean, there's players I can pick out right now that are not rooks. They're vets. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like going to your job and you have a new set of bosses. So does that mean that you're going to screw up your job for a year because you just have new bosses? Or are you going to go out there and show your shit how you really, this is how you are all the time? Well, I think I'm going to show how I am all the time, whether you're a new boss, old boss, whatever kind of boss you are. I'm going to go out there and prove to you that I'm going to go out and win a championship. That's how I feel about that story. I mean, that's the only way I can think of saying it with, you know, in a nutshell. They're not just rookies and they're not just coming out here like new people and, oh, this is a new coach and a new group of guys that are coaching us. And, you know, I mean, we have a few rookies, but the rookies are already on top of the game, way ahead of the game. The ones we want to play, like Colton Miller, like Mo Hurst, like Arden Key. We got Rashad Melvin. He's ready to prove a point right now. He's ready to go out there and kick some ass. Conley's on point right now. I think Carl Joseph is going to be a standout player this year. I think he's going to really do good. I think Reggie Nelson's going to come into his own again. I think Amari Cooper's going to blow up. Jordy Nelson, no doubt about it. Matavius Bryant, all these guys. Jared Cook, and of course Derek Carr, Marshawn. Beast Mode's going to have a hell of a year. So you got all these weapons, guys. There's no way in hell I see us going lower than winning 10 games. No way. No way. I see us in the playoffs. I see Carr healthy. As long as Carr stays upright and healthy, Conley stays healthy, we got a winning chance to win the Super Bowl. Hands down. What up, Anthony? What's up, my brother? Talking Raiders! But I appreciate, Bob, believe me, I understand your concerns. And look, there's always concerns when we play, especially when injuries happen. And we've seen it happen too many times, right? Carr going down twice now. He's got to stay healthy. Definitely has to stay healthy. Conley has to stay healthy. All our guys need to stay healthy, man. I mean, that's why the strength and conditioning is very important. Very important to have that. And they really did really well when they went out and got that great team of strength and conditioning coaches. I mean, look at Chucky preaches it every day to them. I want you to work hard, get stronger, get stronger, get stronger, get stronger, get stronger. He keeps preaching that. Get stronger, get stronger, get stronger. Well, hey, there's a reason we want to get stronger, guys. A, it prevents you from getting hurt, okay? C, you need to be flexible. Flexible, you don't get hurt. You got to get, hamstring pulls and all that stuff or tightening. That stuff is all because you didn't stretch, you didn't do your right stuff. Well, that's what strength and conditioning comes from. You don't want to pull a player because of that stuff. You want to make sure that he's already ready to go and he's warmed up. That's where a lot of injuries happen. They stem from that, not stretching right. I get what you're saying, Bob says, but we really do see our team hasn't played in a game yet. To put them in a class of a playoff team, the caliber of the New England, come on. I don't even want to start with those guys, dude. I'm not even going there with the Cheatriots. Please. The other day I saw something about Chucky's trying to get them at the Patriot level or something. I said, you know what? I told that fool, I said, shut the fuck up. I said, you know what? Chucky has his own way of playing. He's got his own game. We don't need take anything from the Cheatriots. They're a bunch of lying cheaters that should have won 2 Super Bowls, if that. If that. So when it comes to talking about the Cheatriots, man, I'm going to shut you down right now, bro. I don't talk Cheatriots. That's not on Chucky Nation station. That's not on Chucky Nation Live. I'm not about the Cheatriots. I can't stand them, and none of them do nothing for me. I think Tom Shady's nobody. He's not the best quarterback. He's not the GOAT. He's nowhere near Joe Montana. So, ixnay on that. What's up, bro? I think Martavius Bryant is going to be really good this year. Yeah, man. I posted a video on my thing about him too, and he's good. He's going to be a beast, man. He's shining already. Carr's throwing the ball to him, and he's catching everything he's throwing at him. I mean, high, low, everything. Whelan is a guy that you guys got to check out. The guy is beast. I mean, he caught some balls like we're just like up here. He caught them. He hasn't been talked about much, but they're talking about him a little bit now. About Whelan has been like the little shadow. He's been quiet, but he's showing good stuff. But definitely, Anthony, I see Martavius Bryant having a big year. I see all 3 of our receivers having some good years, man. Good year. Coop's gonna have over 1,000. I think Jordy Nelson's gonna have a lot of TDs. There's gonna be a lot of TDs going at him. He loves to find that end zone. I'll tell you that much about Jordy. He's all about the end zone, guys. He smells it out. He's the best route receiver in the NFL. Just let everybody know that. And what's funny is they have him like, oh, he's missing a step. He's not as fast, blah, blah, blah. Boy, he's out there to prove a point. I'm sorry, but there's a lot of chips on the shoulders going on right now. Chips all over the place. Chip Jordy Nelson. Chip Martavius Bryant. Chip Rashad Melvin. Chip Doug Martin. Chip Mo Hurst. Chip Arden Keys. We got 6 players right now that got chips on their shoulder that want to prove a point to this whole NFL, that they are what they are, and they're good. They're the best players out there, draft wise, veteran wise. They're great. I'm just talking about a playoff caliber team. You know what? I don't believe that the Cheatriots are a playoff caliber team. I'll never admit that. I think they suck. I think they should never be in the playoff. I think the team should be like taken out of the league. They're a bunch of cheaters. They suck. I don't care about talking about them, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. I believe we're a playoff team. We're going 13-3. That's how I feel about our team, and I'm proud of our team. And I think Chucky's going to do great things with us. I think he's going to make us become the team that we always been, really deep inside. The Raiders are a championship team. We've always been in the playoffs. When I was younger growing up, we were always in the playoffs. We were always in the Super Bowls. We were always in it. And that's who we are. The Cheatriots just got lucky because that tuck rule would have changed the whole atmosphere of us. We would have won the Super Bowl. We would have went on to probably win a couple more Super Bowls. And with Chucky, everything would have changed. The dynamic would have changed. So I hate talking about the Cheatriots because they're a bunch of cheaters and screwed up our whole situation. Chucky got fired because of those assholes, and I don't even like talking about him. See ya, Chucky. I'm gonna watch the Warriors game. Oh shoot, I gotta watch that game too, bro. I'm off right now. And it's already gonna be an hour on. Yeah. Listen, guys, it's been real. It's been real on the Raider Reaction. This is Chucky Nation. I will be on at 1 o'clock every day or every Saturdays. And I will see you then. Chucky Nation out.